sure the webcam is okay. Feel out the cards. Paint the ceiling.
Grinding BDSM. BDSP. I didn't say that.
Sees everything you ever wanted in one moment. Did you capture it? Or just let it slip? Hello and welcome, my name is Squeaknight, I'm gonna be your host for tonight, and welcome to this brand new video on YouTube, where today we will be taking a deep dive into the world of my iceberg, where my community over the course of 1.5 years have built up a lot of jokes, a lot of small details, and a bit of culture, and I feel it might be time to finally discuss a lot of this, because personally I find this a lot really interesting. I won't bore you with any more of the details, let's jump straight into it and see if you can understand what the fuck is going on. Let's start with something simple, my profile picture. You may see on screen all of the iterations, and they all share some common themes. Most notably, red hoodie. That's based on a real hoodie that I actually own and wear quite often. And the red eyes, sorry to disappoint, I don't have red eyes. The hardcore world. Many people can understand that after a quick glance at my channel, I used to have a hardcore world in Minecraft. After about 17 or 18 months, I lost that hardcore world, and have since started a new one, which has not been seen much. That world included many grey buildings, such as 2 megabases and a map art of the Weezer album Pinkerton. Weezer. This one's pretty damn simple to explain. I'm just a really big Weezer fan. Just not much else to say, I just really like the band, and I bring it up quite a bit. The SSS. This one's pretty simple to explain too. Every month, I host a Pokemon tournament for my viewers on Twitch. I've made a few videos about some of the previous ones. Every month we change the format, and people seem to really enjoy it. It's become a bit of a tradition. Next up, on the last thing on Tier 1 is Squeaknight's dream. My personal dream for content creation is to, I'm not joking here, interview a member of Weezer. That would genuinely be my dream, for everything I've done on YouTube and Twitch. Next up, we have the Squeaknight Discord server. This is home to a lot of what we'll see coming down the line in the iceberg. It's home to about 20 or 30 members, and it's just filled with Breaking Bad memes. That's pretty much all we got to say about it. We now move on to the first person that appears in the iceberg, who goes by the name of Ravenpaw. He's a moderator for the community, and he has helped with a lot of projects, including the SSS, which has shaped the community into what it is. He recently stepped down from the position within recent months, but he is still commonly known and a big help. Some of my longtime viewers and friends will know that Squeaknight is not an original name. I actually stole it from a Yu-Gi-Oh card because personally I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan, and I like the name, so you know, I stole it. We now go on to another moderator for community, known as Lime Lemons. He is the current head mod of the community, a very funny guy and dastardly good looking. That's pretty much all we got to say about him. Iron Deficiency. This one's gonna need a bit of backstory. So about a year ago, I did a stream where my Twitch chat created a D&D character. They ended up making a 8'9" rock gnome with Shrek green skin, Ed Sheeran's orange hair that goes down to his shoulders, wears a Scottish kilt and hat, and plays the bagpipes, and is a refugee from the Vietnam War. It's hard to explain. But this became known as Iron Deficiency, and yeah, he's a bit of a meme in the community. We all know him, we all love him. This is another easy one to explain. My voice is kind of weird in that I can't change my voice how it sounds. It's just like this constantly. I can't do high notes, or else this happens. Nah. Labix. This guy is another moderator for the community who also stepped down from the role of Discord mod. However, he's still a Twitch mod. He does most of the Photoshop work because, honestly, I'm pretty shit at Photoshop and he knows what he's doing. You may recognize that most of my new thumbnails are made by him, and he also does a lot of other work for the community, including most of the moderating on Twitch, and also he makes Breaking Bad memes, so I'm conflicted on that area. Now we move on to this starting soon screen I have on Twitch. This is something made by Labix, and I'm just going to show you what this is. This is my actual starting soon screen I have for Twitch. Every stream, you see this for about a good 5 or 10 minutes of the stream. Just absorb that all in. I'm not explaining any further. Just know that it exists and I use it frequently. Squeaky shrooms. This is probably the most obscure thing in stage 2, but I'll explain it nonetheless. This is a 1960s hippie alter ego that I adopt when I want to get into peace, love, and plants, fighting the big man, and other various activities including those areas. Grinding BDSM. This is probably the most known Twitch thing that has happened in my community, which I absolutely hate. I was feeling a bit sick during one stream. Someone in chat, I believe this was Ravenpaw. Most of these documents are destroyed except for the clip which contains what I said. He said BDSP as a reference to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, the Pokemon game. And my brain just malfunctioned and I said, well, I said that. So yeah, that's the backstory to that. Ketamine. I don't really have much to say here. It's just a joke in my community where everyone does ketamine for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a thing and I hate it. Yam. So there is a member of the Squeaknight community who has grown a cult of other members known as Yam. You would see that in the general chat, someone will just start saying a sentence beginning with Yam, and then someone else will say Yam, and then we got a Yam train going. And that's pretty much all there is there. It's just a cult. The Squeak Dance. So one of my mods known as Battlesheep, who is not in this iceberg, taught me a certain dance one day, and on my first stream where I had my face cam, but my mask and sunglasses, I decided to put my suit on and I'd do the dance. So I'll show you the clip right now. Feel out the cards. Paint the ceiling. Change the light bulbs. Mow the lawn. Bounce the balls. The iron deficiency incident. So this happened a while ago, so I don't have any images because no one bothered to take any at the time. But someone in the community created a fan art of iron deficiency. And then people began to change their profile picture in the Discord to be iron deficiency. And then another, and then another, and then eventually over half the server had iron deficiency as their profile picture. The Moderators. Each of the moderators in the Squeaknight community Discord have their own custom role. It's just one of the Power Ranger colors. For example, I, Squeaknight, have the Red Ranger role. Mr. Labix has the Blue Ranger role, Lime Lemons has the Yellow Ranger role, and etc. No fucking fighting. This is one of the rules in the Discord made by Labix because a lot of people were fucking fighting. Particularly the mods, for some reason, they were having a lot of arguments in the Discord, in the public chat, in view of everybody. So as a way to counter that, we decided to make a rule known as just no fucking fighting. That's all there is. Senator Lemstrong. A while ago for one of the SSS videos, Mr. Labix decided to Photoshop Mr. Lime Lemon's head onto the head of Senator Armstrong, creating what is now known as Senator Lemstrong, a single image of, well, you can probably guess, Mr. Lime Lemons as Senator Armstrong. Squeak Reviews. About a month ago, there was a certain channel in the Discord that was deleted by Squeaknight himself. This was known as Squeak Reviews, a place where Squeaknight would give his reviews of certain books, movies, and a few other things. This was deleted because, well, I didn't like the idea that only I could share my opinion. Like, oh yes, I'm streamer, listen to me. I didn't like that, so I deleted it. And there's been talks to bring it back in a different shape and form where everyone feels included. Squeaknight NFTs. So I mentioned that I was originally based off the Squeaknight Yu-Gi-Oh card. And for some reason, it became a trend within the community, which I admit I fully supported, where people would make edits of the Squeaknight Yu-Gi-Oh card and call them Squeaknight NFTs. There was an entire channel dedicated to them, and we still have a large collection of Squeaknight NFTs available. some of which are lost to time and I cannot find many images. So that is why there is such a lack, but in the glory days there was about 20 or so of these Squeaknight NFTs. Bent green cock and balls. This is a quote by Mr. Labix when he was describing his old profile picture, which was the tier of Guntix from RuneScape, one of his favorite games. And yeah, I feel like he worded it incorrectly. Saracen's Discord video. This one's easy to explain. Someone in the community named Saracen decided to make a short little video encompassing a few little aspects we have. So let me just show you this video.
Wait a minute, how did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Another happy landing.
Oh no, I'm not brave enough for politics.
My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
Hello there.
Good job.
So uncivilized.
Oh, I don't think so.
I have the high ground!
Time for another easy one. This is Squeaknight's Oath. I just decided one day to vow to never watch Breaking Bad. It's that simple. I'm not gonna watch Breaking Bad. The child incident. This is probably one of my favorites on the iceberg. This is gonna be a bit of a long one. So during one of the SSS's, there were some kids playing outside my window. They were making a lot of noise. You could barely hear the stream. So someone in the chat suggested I run out and I yell at them that Santa is not real. Yeah, that's all there is. Mod reviews. This is the sort of estimated successor to Squeak Reviews. It's not confirmed, it's not a real thing yet, just something that has been in talks. That, you know, some of the mods have been asking me for it, so it might happen, might not. The Continent Experiment. This is the big one. So a few months ago, I hosted an event in my Discord for everyone who wanted to partake in it. Everyone who wanted to join got their own plot of land on a fictional continent I created called Wantrevis. Imagine D&D crossed with Risk. You could just do whatever you wanted, go off, do that, and I would give you a certain amount of points for it, and at the end at the end of a week, we'd see who got the most and crown him the winner. This ended up not working out because everyone ended up fighting each other for no fucking reason, and it turned into a shit show. Gash Liechtenstein and Morbland. These were two countries from the Continent Experiment, which I just mentioned, and yeah, those were the forerunners. Like, these are the ones that people remember from that. r/SqueakNightYT. This is a subreddit that I have for some reason. I don't know why. I just know that it popped up one day, and ever since then I've had I just have a subreddit. There's only one post on it, and it's me just saying I have a subreddit now. So yeah, not much is there. Mafia Squeak. This is another alter ego I have. I just turned into a mafia boss called Mafia Squeak. That's literally all it is. The GIFs channel. This is a channel in the Discord server, which was just people posting GIFs, you know, funny stuff. We deleted it because people spammed it too much and it got out of control very quickly, so that became a shit show. The Kanye incidents. So for some fucking reason, it's a thing on my streams where whenever I get up to go get water or whatever, you know, step away from stream, people decide they're gonna spam Kanye in the chat. I don't understand it. People just decide I'm gonna say Kanye. Yeah, that's it. Ravenmid. This is, I brought up Ravenpaw a while ago. For some reason, there's a name that he was given called Ravenmid. You can probably guess what that means. Iron supplements. This is Iron Deficiency's twin brother who is evil and also a very powerful sorcerer. Yeah. World Discussions check. The Squeaknight binder. So, I mentioned I was based off a Squeaknight, like the Yu-Gi-Oh card. So I decided I'd buy like about 100 or 200 of that Yu-Gi-Oh card and fill a binder with it. There's only one image of it. There it is right now. Enjoy that. That's all there is to it. Labix's stone head. I don't know why, but for some fucking reason, my mod Labix has one of those fucking Easter Island stone heads. He just owns it. He just owns a stone head. Squeaknight's credit card information. My credit card numbers are